put a virtual backdrop of a beach and put on a hat, and he plays on a bouncy ball the whole
Oh, I
time.
love it.
He was hilarious. So every week it's something else. Last week he had what was those Pokemon character. He balanced it on his head the entire class like a little guy. It's hilarious.
That's so funny.
The things we do to get through
Right.
and see who notices.
Right.
The other thing everybody loves to do, my friend Daniel Ulbrich really loves to do this. He changes his name during meetings.
Oh,
So
right.
last week when we were on a faculty meeting, he suddenly became Mr. Wingert, and then he became Dr. Ulbricht. It was hilarious. We were just cracking up. So, you know, if you're a kidder, you're going to find a way to do it.
David, look.
Wow.
What is that?
It's a focaccia that David gave me the recipe for, and I've had to transfer it to like a really massive pot because it like overflowed my other bowl.
Thanks for sharing.
You're more than welcome to come to this and try it.
This was all a thing, so.
I love this. My colleague Natalia Bosch from PNB and ABT in Berlin said to me the other day, I told the kids to stretch out their calves. I had to go check my potatoes. She said things that never happen when you're actually teaching in a studio, checking your potatoes.
That's true.
Actually,
It's a whole different world today.
I have a really funny story about like checking something though. When I was at SFB, I think I was like maybe 14 in the school, and there was this one pianist, her name was Galina, and I remember in the middle of a tendu combination, she suddenly just like, it was tendus in center, she suddenly just like got up and was like, oh, I think I left my stove on, and just like leaves the room. My teacher, she didn't, because Galina was Russian and my teacher was Cuban. Sometimes they didn't quite understand each other.
That was with Jorge?
No, it was Yora.
Oh, yeah.
And so she was like, what just happened? Like she just like got up and was like, oh, I left my stove on in my apartment. She'd been teaching the whole class.
And that is when David Morse come and finish the class.
Yep. Exactly. Speaking of David, you guys need to go to his Instagram and watch.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna post it. Yeah.
A video. It's a video that's based off of his a piece that he choreographed a couple years ago, and it features some of the ballet dancers. It's called Gathering. The piece was 2 years ago, but he's made a video of a couple of us doing some stuff, his choreography, and it's called what is it called? Passing the Time. And
There you go. That's it.
I will post it soon.
Yeah, man.
In the Instagram to make you even more famous, David.
Just so David doesn't have to talk about himself, I'll do it.
Appreciate that.
All right, are we ready to go? Should I start?
Let me mute everybody. Step you, and then you will be ready.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Let's make sure you can see my leg.
Okay. So thank you, David. Again.
You're so welcome. I'm so thrilled to have me and David again. This is such a treat.
There you go. And all yours.
All right. So we start facing the bar. I'm going to be a little on a diagonal so you can see both feet. We're going to articulate 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Tendu, demi-point, tendu, flat. So you're like an Egyptian hieroglyphic. Flex, lower, point, turn out, turn in, close in, and then 1 demi-plie. Other side, demi and point and demi and close. Tendu and demi, tendu, foot down. Lengthen, lower, point, turn out, turn in, and close, and demi-plie. We'll do that 4 times. I'm really interested in the standing hip, getting a nice stretch, as well as waking up the shin muscles on the standing leg, okay? So right, left, and then we'll do a port de bras side and side in parallel. All right, I'll do the first set with you, in case you want to watch, and then you're on your own. And thank you, David. Well, then I don't hear David. He's muted. Hold on. You're on my screen. You're muted.
Can you share the sound? There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Now it'll work.
Thank you. And one more time. One. Good. And last time. Yes. Great. Beautiful. Good. Quarter bra. Right arm up and over. Recover. Try to see your hand before you bend. Notice it. Good. More. And now gather your legs together in an elevated parallel. Feel the wrapping around of the legs. The arms to F5. Neck in through the sidelines of your back. And heels down the buttocks. Good, good, lovely. First position, preparation 7 and 8. We'll do demi-plie 1 and open 2, under the arm 3 and 4, grand plie and 6 and 7 and 8, port de bras forward and port de bras back. Same thing in second position. First and second, look under the arm and open so you get a little flow, grand plie to the bar, away from the bar. In fourth, we'll do demi-plie, reach the leg out in flex and flex and flex to the back, and then point, tenlie to the back, tenlie to the front, plie through the first and close to position. 2 demis in fifth, 1 grand plie, and a circular port de corps all the way around. All right? One more time. First demi grand. Every time arm is here, and then under and open. Okay? Second position, 2 and away. Fourth has the weird from here, heel in plie, stretch, stretch, point, rotate through, and then butter the toast and into fifth. All right? Here we go. Thank you, David. First. Now lift the heart. time. Beautiful. Beautiful. Good. Dancers, just a small comment. When your arm is to the side, be careful. There's this scooping thing that's sort of happening all over the country. Make sure that it comes down by your side seam, right? That sense of it being that way. Unless you wanted to go back there, right? It's when it becomes an affect that you aren't aware of that it becomes a little weird. Let's go in first position. We'll do 2 counts. We do 1 and 2 and flex, plie, point and first plie inner, thigh open, demi point close. Tendu 1 and 2, flex 3, plie 4, point 5, close 6, close 7, and peel the other foot off the floor 8. Same thing to the back. 1 and 2, flex, bend the knee, point and first, and plie, up and over, forward bend, and come all the way up. Okay? We'll do it again, en dedans, same thing, other side. One more time. 2 counts out, flex, bend, standing knee, point, close in, plie, and demi point at the same time. Right, just watch the head bobble. Okay, here we go. And that's it. Watch the tension in the bar, open over. First, just one, that's it. Good job. First, bar, open up. To do a roll up to releve, plie through the feet, as you like. Beautiful, beautiful dancers, good. Really take the time to paint on that first tendu. Yeah, 1 and 2, good. Left side, very nice. It's all about musicality. And how you're going to make that transition. Yes. On the inner thighs as you get forward, don't let them separate. Very good. Very good. Good. Nice. Behind the foot. dancers, whether they're doing a simple port de bras or a breath, right? It's an invitation. So the minute fingers and hands move, the eye should go to that. There should be something happening there. Very, very nice. Let's go on to another musical tendu from fifth. Let's do 1 and 2 and close and 2. Side and 2 and close and 2. Back and 2 and close and 2. Tendu, plie, tendu, plie. Tendu back and tendu back. Side closing back, side closing front. Front and a close, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? Flip to the other side immediately. 2 counts out, 2 counts in. 2 out, 2 in. 2 out, 2 in. 1 to plie, 1 to plie. 2 to the back with the arm, 2 side, 2 front, and 4 tendus to the side, finishing in a plie, which is the impetus to go around to the other side. Just watch the second dancers in the plie, especially when you're on one leg, that your fanny doesn't go one way or the other. Reminds me of the old copper tone ad, way before all your time, but there we go. Ready? Fifth position. And dance. Nice. Attica and Alexandra. First side again, please. Going, David. And 1. Find more. In. Good. Much better than first. That's beautiful. And back. Good. Last time. Okay, good, good. One of the things that I love about teaching is the sense of musicality, whether we're on a count, whether we're taking 2 counts, whether we're on the and in between, or there's a breath. Every tendu, until it gets too fast to deal with, has to have some weight in the fifth, and that's what I'm really interested in. So let's go on. Last fast tendu. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and arm is up. To the back and 2 and 3 and 4 and arm extends. And side and 2 and 3 and 4 and arm and close. Pas de cheval, à terre, pas de cheval, à terre. To the back. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Swing the arm, leave it there. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The arm moves on the battement fondu. And keep it there. And 3 and 4 and 1 and close. Little développé, à terre. Little développé, à terre. From here, let's do a port de bras forward, bend the legs and straighten. Roll up through the back, sous-sus and cambre back on the sous-sus. Okay? One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, arm comes up. To the back, the arm is up, then it goes back. Leave it there to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, to the side. Développé, à terre, little développé, à terre. Okay? So the arm only moves on the battement fondu, which makes it kind of interesting, I think. Here we go. And. before you go left. It's a battement fondue. So like a baseball bat, it stays straight. Yes? 1, 2, 3, 4. Reach and close, right? It should feel like a yawn, a stretch, a pull of the TheraBand. Yeah, there you go. And it's not out to go out. It's out to come back in to give the impetus for the next leg. All right? Good. Find a little more fun. Left side, please. Thank you, David. Looking great. Good. It's those little fast tendus, they're not everything's a one. Sometimes I think of those as being like a motor, right? Like you're getting your engine going. Okay, now we'll slow down a little bit. I want to do in first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Plie, releve, lower down, straight legs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, plie, releve, heels down. Now, we're going to do that 4 times. Then we're going to do 16 battements en cloche. Bring it into the back, coup de pied, 2 arms up, and balance. What I'm interested in on this is the foot having that dynamic energy, like it's grabbing for something. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Knees, right? So not inner thighs, but knees. Inner thighs opening, releve, heels down, okay? Outside, inside, 16 battements en cloche, bring it into the back, wrap around and put a bow on that butt. Here we go. It comes very much from the French school. From the à la seconde, we're setting up the hips to be in that honest, truthful à la seconde. So we're not getting any of this over-dramatized or wishful thinking. Yes? Good. Left side, please. Very nice. I'm into reality. Yes? And... David, you're so good. Going on. We'll go plie 1, brush 2, flex 3.4, flex 5, close it in, and fifth, and fifth. Plie to the side, a flex and a point. A flex, pull it in flexed, and point, and point. Plie to the back, a flex and a point. A flex, pull it in flex, and a point, and a point. Passe 2, 3, 4, close 2, 3, 4. Inside leg, switch it up. Plie and a dégagé, flex and a point. Flex, pull it in, and 2 jetés. Plie à la seconde, and a flex and a point, and a flex, close it front, and back, and front. Same devant, ra-pa-pa-pa, ra-pa-pa-pa, pa-pa-pa, pa-pa-pa. Same leg, closing back, front leg, closing back. From here, take a demi-plie, a back circular port-à-corps all the way around, and this time let's releve and wrap to the front. Okay, so sur le coup de pied, wrapped feet like hands. Remember, Mother's Day is Sunday, so whatever you do, it doesn't have to be big, but make it have nice wrapping. Ready? And right now, good. Like this. Outside passe over. Good. Remember, you always have to stop it. Try not to let it dangle forward. Yes. Okay. Good. Those times. Okay. Circle back. All around. Good. Very nice, Mary. Pass it over. Finish. We'll stop here. All right, good, good. During the combination, everybody, it's looking really, really nice. I'm seeing some beautiful things. Be careful of the head hanging forward, right? Not a good idea. And after you finish your sur le coup de pied balance, I'd really, really, really like to see it come across, almost maybe too much, yeah? So that we don't get in the habit of getting into that two-legged parallel line thing. Remember, in fifth, we're always in a skinny X, right? You're always in a very skinny X. Let's try left. Yes. All right, good, good. So the only thing that I sometimes see in a balance is the shoulders tipping back a little bit. Remember, the upper cambre is really beautiful, but it's also important to have that sense of having all the bones line up. Yeah? Good, good, very good. I give port de bras in an open class situation like this. It's not a balancing thing. We really never did them unless we just did a whole combination of port de bras. So enjoy when I give those. If you'd rather just balance, by all means, but it is an opportunity to just sort of stretch out in there, especially with all of these different floors that we have to deal with. Let's go on to a fondue combination. We're going to go fondue, flat, sous-sus, coupé, plié, relevé, sous-sus. Fondue, développé on the flat, rise to sous-sus, coupe fondue, and releve. Susu. Fondue to the back. Press, fondue, and up. Press, fondue. You're on flat. Scoop, fondue, and releve. Then repeat if you'd like. You can do the whole thing on releve. All right? This is my new favorite fondue step. We'll do it in point class too, so if you're staying, look forward to that. Fondue, flat, rise to susu, coupe back, plie releve on one leg, susu. Then scoop to coupe, fondue side, susu, coupe front, plie releve. That happens en croix, and then you do it again. You can absolutely do it on flat if you'd like, but releve is a really nice place to be too. All right, on the gooey side, David. Yes, Kimberly. Stop. Releve. Try again. A little easier for releve, I admit. Mine is still on releve. Other side. Good. Top. Top. Each time it's like digging a needle into the fabric to make another stitch. One more. Right. Good. Top. Right. Right. Gorgeous Tchaikovsky. Yes. Build it. Build it. All right. All right. Good. Good. A little moment when you're doing your plie. I love a heel that touches the floor, but try to pretend that there's something under there that you don't want to crush. So you're not grinding it into a mortar and pestle kind of feeling. We're not cooking, but we're just getting that sort of aroma, like you squeeze something and then you smell the aroma from that seed or that herb or that whatever, right? Sometimes my teacher would say it's as if there's a ladybug. Yeah, Marion Tonner, there's a ladybug under your heel. Yeah, don't crush it. But the idea is that you still want to have some connection to the floor, right? Let's go on to rond de jambe. I'm going to do one, you're going to do two and three, tendu front, and one and two and three, tendu back, and one, tendu front, and one, tendu back, and one and two, and a little attitude toss close. Three, rond de jambe, en dedans, and tendu back. Three, rond de jambe, en dehors, and tendu front. One to the back and back, one to the front and front. Two more rond de jambes and an attitude toss. Okay? From here, plie port de bras forward, flex the foot to the front, port de bras all the way down, come up, tendu. Tendu through on straight legs, cambre back on straight legs. Then I'll leave you have a moment to do a full stretch down, up, passe, whatever else you want to do. Cool? So three and a swoosh front, three and a swoosh back. One and a one, one and a one, as many arms as you want. And then two single rond de jambes and attitude toss. I'm of the Olga Kostritsky idea of the attitude toss, so watch please. The leg doesn't come across, we're not flicking, we're bringing it up to the attitude and we're tossing it, right? Like almonds, walnuts, cranberries in your salad, all right? Here we go. Rond de jambe. 1 and 1. Yes. Front the shoulders. Good. Now lifting still and toss. Right. Front to flick. Reverse. Beautiful. Paddling. Beautiful. Shot. Good. Yes. Better focus. Hold on to that standing hip. Ah, good. Thank you, Kira. Long you front and flex the foot. Beautiful. Falling in prayer. Now right back on straight legs. Gorgeous. Women in the kitchen. Gorgeous. Let me know what you like. Back the front. Put the boobs together. Stop pulsing. And take a passe. And once you find one, find that coupe. And then the other foot. You're in prayer, not the other side yet. Good. 5, and turn to the left. 6, 7 to the left. Here we go. Thank you, David. And 1. I'll try to get better on this. Sorry, y'all. 1. Nice. High hips to the first. Good. That is fantastic. Breathing. Try to enjoy the first, even though we're dancing. Yes. 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 See, that was better. Good. Listen the head on the leg. Looking on the leg, Ella Michael Vernon. Not a straight ball. Yes, high you. Forward, left. Very nice. Something that feels good to you. I like that one too. Lori, I like that one better. Crocheters, gorgeous. Not too long at the elbows. The passe. All the way over. Beautiful, beautiful. I will work on trying to be a little better with those cues. I'm sorry, guys. I get excited watching all of you, and then I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to balance. Nice work. Remember, the deal is you've got to stay on that standing hip, and that's where the leg is in that slight diagonal. And yet, test yourself. Move that upper torso, right? If you don't do it at some point, you're going to get to the center and knock yourself over, and that's not a fun feeling. That's right. Okay, let's go on to frappe. Starting in 5th position. Plie 1, 4, 2, releve, plie, dégagé, frappe, 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 close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and close. 1 to the back, releve, plie, back, off, top, close. Coupe, coupe, out, double frappe, coupe, out, double frappe, and close. Plie, slide, releve, plie, back, frappe, 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 close. plie, slide, releve, plie, side, frappe, 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 close. Front, 2, releve, plie, front, frappe, 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 close. Dégagé, coupe, coupe, side, double frappe, coupe, coupe, side, double frappe, close. Yes? Are we okay on that? Does anybody need that again? I see people coming in. Lucy, are we good, or do I need to do it one more time? You're okay? Okay, cool. Trying to look through the pages. So 5th to 4th releve. The releve should feel like you're pulling up your tights, right? 5th to 4th releve, plie, out, frappe, 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 and close. Got it? Here we go. Give it a try. Do we have the ending? Dégagé, coupe, coupe, out. Yeah, good. All right, and. Okay, good. I'm seeing a couple of things I want to talk about before you go to the left. You're cheating yourself. Remember, you're not cheating me. It's not about me. It's about you. On the frappe, I really expect to see that knee 1 and then 1, 2. I really want you to work on opening that a little bit more. And I did watch Kathleen get all the way through that at the end. And 1, 2, 3, ta-ta 1, ta-ta 2, 1, 2, ta, ta-ta, ta. So it's on the and that's what I want you to attack, right? A little bit more of an attack. All right? Left side. Very good. Watch the arm doesn't take it. Open. Good. Yes. Better. And ta, 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 ta. Yes. Okay. Really good. That pulling through. Yeah. Brilliant. Flex. 1. High hips. Ta, 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 ta. Okay. All right, guys, really, really lovely. I'm going to give you 2 more things at the bar, okay? I got to switch my bar to my good leg for this one. I'm at the age where we've got a good leg and a not so good one right now. 1, développé 2, tendu 3, coup de pied pointed 4, and then up and plié à la seconde and tendu and close 5th to the back. 1, développé 2, tendu 3, coup de pied 4, and then pick it up and plié, head is away from the bar a la Suzanne Farrell, close 5th. Inside leg to arabesque, big penché, come down, plié, pull it into attitude back, and hold a balance. All right? So 1, 2, tendu 3, coup de pied 4, up, plié à la seconde, à la bayadère. Yeah? So to the bar for the one, away from the bar for the other one. Inside leg, arabesque, true penché, don't make a stretch out of it. Plié, wrap it around into the attitude back. Okay? Good. Not terribly long because there's an adagio in the center. All right? Here we go. Really open that knee, thigh. Delicate, you know, rich. Big, 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 promise. Golden attitude. Oh, very nice. Make sure your pinkies are in your periphery. Heavy heel, really, really warm. And if you're not sure where your heel is, flex your foot in attitude. And rest a second. I'm gonna pause because I want to give Leela a little correction. Leela, when you do your inside leg on the fondue, make sure that it's your standing knee that moves away from your passe leg. Don't move your passe leg, move your standing knee. Yeah, but don't jam it forward like that, honey. Decide to be on écarté or en face. Yeah, I'll take either one. Yeah, that's the idea. Come look at me for 1 second. So from this passe position, I don't want to see this hike up. I want to see the knee pull away, which makes this open up. Does that make sense? It's more like wah, yeah? Like actors doing a big exercise to open the mouth. Thank you. Yeah, and then you can't cheat and roll around on that ankle. All right, good. Left side, thank you. And thanks for your patience, everyone. So important. Long. Oh, make me cry. Yes. Excellent. Excellent. Break my heart with your développé. Yes, that's what Mr. B did. Break my heart. What's the dash? That's the over. Yes. Come back up. Okay, and now you decide. Do you want lemon in your tea or do you want milk? Good. Long the fingertips. That's it, Ollie. Longer through the elbows. Nice. Lovely. Fingers, fingers, fingers. Good, good, good. Soft fingers are lovely, right? I don't know what this is. I don't know this thing, right? We're not holding a round object in our hand. It's round and soft, right? Like a clementine. And the thumb is tucked in, right? And so when the fingers extend, they don't stay like that. They extend and they get longer. But you keep that space, that cloud-like feeling in the palm of the hand, right? If it gets too drippy, it's not from my generation, right? Okay. Grand battement. Last thing. We'll do 1 and close, 2 and close, 3 and coupe, and fifth and fifth. 1 and close, 2 tendu close, 3 tendu coupe, up, down, up, close. One more opportunity for that coup de pied. Yeah? Simple en croix. 1 and 2. 1 tendu close. 1 tendu coup, rap, pum, pa, pum. So it's a real toss. I'm thinking of soda shaws and développé jetés that we used to do all across the floor. So take your brain there on this. Here we are. That's it, Chloe. Don't drop the head, Kira. Yes, flexible pocket bars. Yes, I'm jealous. Okay. 1, good. Stop. And finish. Good, good. I try to stop between right and left with the grand battements because it's a lot of force going on. All right, good. Left side, left side. Remember, high goes behind your arm. Sorry, David. And yes, Catherine. David, you made my husband sing. He came to check out what was going on in my class, and he's starting to sing the song. He's a bar or lounge singer at heart. He's a sculptor, but he thinks of himself as a singer. Very, very nice work, dancers. Very, very nice work. I'm seeing some beautiful stuff going on. I think we should come to the center, grab a sip of water. Yeah, here's mine. Camelot, one of his favorite shows.
Nice, Deborah. Is that water?
That was water, yes, darling.
Okay.
Even though I'm in a bar, I'm not drinking, I
I know.
promise. I have lots of old bottles here. This is my favorite one. It's called Old Soul.
Oh, nice. Oh, I like the name.
Yeah, I like its name because it's like me. Old Soul.
Yeah.
All right. Good. So I was going to do, are you guys okay if I do a little adagio, a little tendues, a little pirouette, and maybe some jumps? I'll see what I can fit in until about like 20 of. All right. Feel free to pop in. I know a lot of people have to head out, and you're leaving me lovely little messages in the chat. Just so you know, I don't really look at them until afterwards, but I do love you, and I understand that you guys have to go and do stuff. So let's start. Let me see. Leah, you're in close. Should we do an adagio? Leah Morris. Should we do an adagio or a tendu? Adagio first. Okay, kiddo. All right. See? You never know when you come close to the camera. Okay. All right. It's a pretty simple adagio, but it's going to go right and left for stamina. So we'll start in fifth. Développé en face. And 2 and 3 tendu close. Développé to the back. And 2 and 3 tendu close. Passé en face to attitude effacé. Promenade all the way around. Extend here to élanger. And then tendu and close fifth. So it doesn't seem like much, but it gets worse the second time. Développé front, close. Développé back, close. I actually think we should put the arms up for the one to the front, and let's hold the tray with strawberries and champagne, silver tray to the back. Then passé, attitude effacé, promenade around, élanger, tendu close. Option A on the first set, you can turn that into a relevé in your élanger. Option 2 will be to come around a little quicker, extend to élanger fourth, and do a single or double pirouette with the arms up. Cool? So it's the same thing twice. En face, arms up. En face, back. Attitude effacé. Promenade around. Stanley Williams, élanger. Make sure you're relevéable under that tush. Same thing to the left. Repeat it again. The second time you get here a little sooner, extend to the arabesque and then direct. Slice that arm across. Single, double, arms up, whatever you want, but give it a whirl from that nice big fourth. Okay? All right. Gooey, juicy, fantastic as always, Mr. Morse. And always give options in case. Okay, good. Adelaide, stay in your fourth position for me for a second. Yes, good. Now from there, leave everything where it is and just take your left arm to meet your right arm as you turn. Thank you. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, okay, so it's one of those little things. From your fourth position, the arm that's to the side, that's your wind-up arm. So it can be square, if that's the school you come from. It can be elongated, like the school I come from. And they have to meet, though, at a very specific spot. That way we get the releve before the turn. That was good, Chelsea. I saw that. Yeah? Good. I'm not seeing all of you because it's just I can't see you all on all the different pages, but I'm trying to give those little notes. Julian Goodwin Ferris, may I please see you on the camera? Where's my chief person? Let's see. There we go. Nope, not the pirouette. I want to just see the développé. Can we all watch his foot? Can we just take a moment here and look at the beauty of the foot wrapping and coming up the leg? Oh my gosh. Okay, all right. So that's our inspiration for the second time through this. You ready, cookies? Good. One more time. Thank you, Julian. Yes, remember, this is a cookie that doesn't need milk. This is a chewy cookie, right? Doesn't need milk. Sometimes I like a crispy cookie, but this is not a biscotti. I want a nice, yeah, all right, here we go. And smile. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, Julian. Just what the doctor ordered. Nicely. One, two, pirouette. Good. Now really try that releve this time, Nancy. Good. Good. You're doing too much. We're doing it twice. Front. Good. Elbows cuddling. Yes. Keep the circle working. Beautiful. That's it. Good. Better to try and fail than to just not do anything. I like this. Good. Looks good, Nelson. Really. Good. Yes, Miranda. Lion. That's it, Leah. Fingers. Standing. Yes. Good. Good. Beautiful. Keep stretching that standing leg of those beautiful blue and black legs. Yes. Excellent. Take your time, Chelsea. Good, good. Oh, David, so beautiful. You're so good. Dancers, remember, there's nobody watching you, so you have to stay true to your own needs right now. If you're a little bit late, you're a little bit late. Remember, I come from the school of Marcia Dale Weary, and we had records, and sometimes she just let the record play for like the longest amount of time. And it wasn't, eventually she wanted us to be with the music, but sometimes it was working on the step and letting the music float around behind you, right? Just as you can put rond de jambe and frappe together, even though they're absolutely opposite kinds of steps, we can work on many different things in many different ways. Okay, I'm going to go on to a little pirouette. I want us to do plie 1, releve 2, plie 3, tendu side 4, balance, pique passe, plie, pirouette. Plie 1, releve 2, plie 3, tendu 4, balance 5, pique passe 6, plie 7, turn 8. So it's very, very even, which makes it a little school-like, but good for you. Yes? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, tendu. Balancing, pique, plie, pirouette, which is plie 2, releve. It's This is a little like John Clifford, if I do say so myself. The end of the turn is the beginning of the next plie releve. Cool? Are we all right? Any questions? I don't see anybody yelling at me. All right. So let's try it 4 times. One more time. Plie 1, 2, 3, passe 2, 3, plie tendu, side. Balance side, pique retire front. Plie 7, pirouette 8, 1. All right. I want it to be that slow the first time, or that even, I should say, not slow, even. Yes? Here we go. Good, yes, and lay. 1, that's right, dancers. And again, 1, double plays, like double turns. Please and turn and plie. Yep. Very good, and yes. Right. I love this because it's really about taking the risk. Sometimes we go with the nature of our plie, which is usually not quite this slow for most of us, at least in my case. So I want you to find that, right? And you can eke out a little more time in your preparation if you need. You can give it a little bit more time so that you can whip the turn around, right? No one says you have to be absolutely like a metronome, right? All right, good. Good, breathe. One more time. I recommend doubles at some point in there, and I recommend trying maybe a double with the arms up, just to remember what that's like. Yeah, there we go. And nice, Mario. 1. All right. On the left. Go and glide back. Good, that's it. Good. Yeah, better. Like struggle. Keep that plie. I don't want anything bobbles. Do what you're doing. Stop. Yes. Much better, much better. Dancers, remember the endings are not what they're going to be in our situation in general with the flooring situation, right? And the space situation. But the attack of the turn needs to be there. The other thing that we can continue to work on, dancers, is making sure that when you're coming out of that plie, that your weight is staying to the front part, whether you're in the classical fourth or the extended fourth, whichever one you're doing really doesn't matter. But your weight has to stay there. This idea of shifting back, yeah, not so good unless you're going to do a ball change and a ball change, right? We can always put those in there from Ruby's, right? But that idea has to be in there. So yeah, the traction of your floor is what. There you go, Chelsea. I saw that, Chelsea. Snaps for Chelsea. That was good. Sorry, legally blonde. Legally gray, really, but there we are. Go. In. Yeah. The other thing I sometimes say about the arms is hold the baby, right? Don't hold laundry. You don't care about laundry. Hold the baby and don't drop the baby. Finish the turn holding the baby and then put the baby down and then extend, right? So that you have that sense of importance in the arms. Yeah? Good. Let's do another one. Let's go from back here and let's do a little développé to the fourth, inside pirouette, fifth, releve to the fourth, on the or fifth, okay? And then you're gonna step back. Releve to the fourth, and inside pirouette, releve to the fourth, outside pirouette, step back, all right? So you can start on the normal side if you'd like, or you can start with your left foot front and step back. Développé, tombe, inside pirouette, releve, 2 arms, fourth, outside pirouette. So you're in fifth, and then from that fifth, you're going to step back with your front foot. And 1. Cool? All right. Just this and a little bit. I really didn't give you many tendus. Sorry, it was not a tendu day. We'll jump a tiny bit after this. All right, ready? Oh my goodness, Julian, that was gorgeous. Yeah, that was well done today. Very, very nice. So to me, the thing that's important about this, and it's my favorite part of steps like this, any sort of releve has to be here before it goes. So you don't want it to go bleh, right? You want it to have that sense of ba-da, and then use your hips to transfer. So this, hopefully you can see why I barked at you for the frappes, keeping your knee back, and gave you all the développés, because if that knee goes forward and you end up in the flamingo department, right? It's okay if you're a lawn ornament, but we're not, right? We want to make that openness, that sort of generosity. Even if we step back, we're gathering before we come forward again, yeah? Good, let's try once more. Very, very nice. Don't let it get too high so you can't place it down and get the desired idea for your turn. And, thank you. Very good. Finish. Yes. Good, good. All right, good, good. So one thing to think about before we start jumping is your tailbone. Remember that it has to go down, but it's going to have its own trajectory. It doesn't have to tuck. I see a lot of us trying to get a little more length from our spine and getting a little bit hunkered down here in the torso. So let it be there, support it, right? That's why you have a cage of ribs. That's why you have bones that are round, yeah? And your organs and your other stuff is inside, right? So it's all protected and it's all supported. And let your bones almost feel as if they're hanging there, yeah? Leighton, I want to make sure that if you're going to do like 6 pirouettes, darling, that you start on the music the right way. Attack the music a little earlier, okay? Because you're a gorgeous turner. You did like exquisite turns. So anticipate and start a little earlier. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Changement, changement, changement. Changement, changement, changement. And a second and a fifth and a sous, sous, and a second and a fifth and a sous, sous. That's all. Change, change, change 3 times. Change, change, change. Échappé, change, and sous, sous. Échappé, change, and sous, sous. Just twice to get our bearings on the floor before we move. All right? Okay. Thank you, David. All right. So I'm getting a little bit of a tossed salad feeling in the arms. Let's make sure that we do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and I'm still pliéing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and is up. Open, close, sous, sous, open, close, sous, sous. Yeah, almost like demi-seconde. Yeah, good. Épaulement is legal in my room too. Yeah, you don't need to change your head on every changement. That's a little weird. Ready? We can discuss that later. And 1 more set. Good, nice. échappé, relevé, plié, battu, close. Échappé, relevé, plié, battu, close. Échappé, relevé, plié, pas de bourrée, sisson, and rest. Échappé second, relevé, plié, battu, front, back. Échappé second, relevé and second, plié, battu, front, back. Échappé second, relevé, plié, pas de bourrée, sisson side over, and rest. All right? 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. Second relevé, plié, battu. Second relevé, plié, battu. Second relevé, plié, pas de bourrée, sisson, and rest. Échappé relevé, plié, battu. Échappé relevé, plié, battu. Échappé relevé, plié, pas de bourrée, sisson side, and rest. Okay? Cool. So a little more medium, but still with primarily 2 feet. Okay? And good. Nice. Okay. All right. So there's a couple of options here, and I saw some beautiful things that I really like. After the échappé, you can dégager pas de bourrée. But in this case, I'm thinking a little more of the Marcia. So from second, a little more Cicchetti, pas de bourrée, right? I want the impetus of the leg to come in and take you in that next direction. All right? So we can do, I'd like to do this again. Yeah. I want to know that you're in the middle and then something surprisingly pushes you out of the way. You can do 2 sissons and rest again, or you can do sisson on chakat if you'd rather. All right, add in a few more jumps. It's totally up to you. Ready? And. Very nice. I had one more thought. Can I do one more combo? Are we okay? Okay, one more.
Yes.
How about David? Are you all right? Mr. Morse?
All good.
Okay, just making sure. So I was gonna do little emboîtés. I was thinking we could go with the right foot. Emboîté, 2, 3, 4. Pas de bourrée, jeté, assemblé. Emboîté, 2, 3, 4. Pas de bourrée, jeté, assemblé. And a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Pas de bourrée, jeté, assemblé. So you can jump. 2, 3, 4. Pas de bourrée, jeté, assemblé to the 1. All right? Yeah. We'll give this a test and then you'll let me know if this feels okay. Because I haven't really done a lot of these yet. I'm sure you guys have. So, all right, here we go. Right foot goes back. And. All right, good. So in watching you, I'm seeing a lot of great choices. A lot of people dancing in bare feet, a lot of people in sneakers, a lot of people in their shoes and using it thoughtfully, using your floor really wisely. Just know it's all good stuff. When you do the emboîtés, a little bit of shouldering goes a long way. Pas de bourrée, jeté, make sure from the jeté that it's this seat that's going to give you the assemblée, right? So again, it's the idea of the 3 changements or the landing of the pirouette before the next relevé. Hopefully you're starting to feel my madness. Yeah, that I try to make sure that the madness stays all the way through the class. Those ideas form other ideas which connect, right? The worst is when you don't feel like anything connects in class. That's when you want to go home and cry. So we're not gonna go for that. We're going for this idea of all the pliés being endings and beginnings at the same time. All right, I know it's rather deep. All right, here we go. One more time. That was enough rest. Good. Watch the right knee. All right, good, good. Yeah, very, very good. Thank you, dancers. That was fun. It's fun for me. I hope it was good for you.
Thank you, Debbie.
Deborah, that was great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Incredible. You're all incredible. Give us all so much hope out there teaching, yeah? Awesome.
Thank you.
Looking
Thank you
forward
very
to
much.
class.
Thank you so much for class.
So great to
Thank
see
you.
Thank you. I think I'm gonna have to change into a new leotard for your point class. I'm sweating.
sit here and drink my water.
Oh, yeah.
My little fun straw, which matches my
Your water, wink, wink.
I still have to teach an 8 to 9 class. Now, that might not be water. I'm gonna-
This is my water right here.
I'm waiting for you, Deborah. Don't worry.
And we are.
Should I stay on and or do I need to phone into a different class?
No, we're right here. We can take a little break. We can start at it would be 4:15 for you, Deborah.
Perfect. Okay. I'll
Awesome.
just stay here.
Alrighty.
Thank
So
you.
good
Bye.
to see you, Catherine, beautiful. Leighton, you're really gorgeous, beautiful dancer.
Thank you.